Hey, welcome to my home here. I'm actually getting ready to go out and do some filming. You know, I've been inspired by the last video that, well, actually, it's by the comments that were coming in. People were making all kinds of suggestions. I appreciate that, by the way. Really helpful stuff, you know, tell me to find my niche, maybe to do what I like, when I like. That's all good advice. So I'm going to do that. Of course, I'm going to still make videos like this. But I'm going to go out and make a sort of a documentary film. I have no crew. I've got no real budget. I mean, I've got what I've got. But I knew that I was going to need certain things because of the time of day that I'm able to go out and get certain shots. And I was looking everywhere for this ND filter. I knew I had one. I'd gotten one when I bought a lens. I think it was when I bought this lens, this 16mm Sigma thing. But I couldn't find it for the life of me, and then I realized, oh yeah, it's in the thing that it goes in. Its little case there. So there's my ND filter. Which, if you're wondering what in the world that is, well, it's like sunglasses for your camera. You know, you go out. There's certain settings you're supposed to have in order to get a clear shot or to make it look nice, you know, so it's not jittery or weird looking. Because you can increase the frame rate, well, not the frame rate, but the shutter speed when you're in a really bright situation, but it makes the image not look quite as nice, I guess. So rather than do that, you can put the filter on the front of the lens, and then there you go. And hopefully you have a decent one, because otherwise it'll look kind of awful. Mine is not decent, so we'll see what we can do. We're gonna make do with what we've got. Later on, hey, if this works out right and YouTube starts paying some money, then I can get the $200 ND filter to put on the lens. I'll probably buy a better lens before I do that. But yeah, I found my filters. I've got a bunch of them, all different kinds that I never use. I probably should. You know, it kind of also doubles to protect the front of the glass. The glass in the lens, I mean, so it doesn't get scratched, which, you know, probably a good idea. Anyway, I am gonna go in the car and I'm gonna drive to this place to take some video and begin this journey. And eventually I will complete this project, which is going to be quite big, and because, you know, I have to do everything. I have to do the editing, the filming, the planning, the writing, the narration, the color grading, and all of the stuff that actually has to happen to make this film. I'm going to try to do it, and I'm going to see if I can actually pull it off. I doubt that it's going to turn out very good, but hey, I'll do the best I can for what I've got. And maybe it'll be okay. Maybe it'll turn out all right. Maybe you guys will find it interesting. I hope somebody does. It'd be sad to think if I just went out and did this and wasted all my time, but I'm not trying to guilt you into watching it when it's done. I have no idea when it's going to be done. Could be a long time. Like I said, I'm the only person doing it. I have all kinds of other stuff that I have to do all the time, you know, work and things that I'm doing, so I have no idea. But we're gonna start today, and I'm delaying. I'm actually charging up cameras and that sort of thing, because I have more than one, you know. Because I don't know, one of them might come in handy. I can film myself filming for this video, which I'm going to try to do. We'll see how that works out with the other camera. Other lenses and stuff. I think, yeah. Anyway, I better get on the road. I've delayed long enough here. Sorry about that. I'd offer you some coffee, but, well, you're only virtually riding in the passenger seat, not actually. Anyway, this first shot that I want to get for the video that I've got in mind, it's not that far. There's this trail that you can go on here called the Carriage Trail. I mean, it's a bit of a hike, but I'm not going to take the hike. I'm not going to make that hike with all this stuff. You can actually drive to the top, and there's this beautiful view of the city. So I'm headed there to get it. You know, this coffee, it's not bad, by the way, but it's not as good as the coffee I make at home. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just had some coffee there. I guess I was being lazy. By the way, could you tell? I've got that ND filter on the camera already. Does it look like cinematic or anything? Anything better than what it did before? I don't know. I can't really tell myself. Well, I guess I'll be able to tell in a little bit. I also noticed something. When I recorded the first part of the video, the volume for the microphone was turned way down. So I don't even know if it's usable. I'm gonna have to find out when I actually get back. You see that? Just park at the top and you're pretty much there. And they've got all these big mansions over here. None of them are actually lived in. Well, some of them might be lived in. Most of them are law offices and that sort of thing. Seems kind of strange. Well, I guess they're not that far. The city's just down there. But really, you know, beautiful shot. And I made it a point to come out here. I was being lazy at first, thinking like, I'm not gonna come and do this. Not today. It's too big a project. I have plenty of time. And then I saw like, well, you know, it's gonna be raining a lot over the next little bit. And today there's clouds in the sky. You know, you can see the blue and the clouds. You never want to do it when it's just blue. That always looks terrible. You want to have something to look at, you know, for these kinds of. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I'm still curious what this ND filter is going to do for us on these outdoor sort of shots. Hopefully it looks nice. Well, here we are. Best place to get a good shot of the city. Not as well known as it should be. Or, well, there's not that many people in the city to know about it. So, if you ever come to visit, though, good place to get a shot. Beautiful view. Anyway, I'm going to take my shot now. I'll show you guys how it looks, I guess, when we're done. See if the filter works and if it actually looks good. Well, you'll have to tell me if the shot looks good or not. You know, you always want to get that motion blur in there, but sometimes when you're panning, it can get to be a little bit much. It's probably my fault, something I'm doing with the thing. By the way, home coffee, so much better than coffee at the store. I don't know why I ever bother buying stuff anywhere else. Even if you go and like the barista makes it at Starbucks or something, it's still just, it's not as good as what I can do here. Although, apparently there was a water main break, so I only had whatever water was in the coffee machine. And yeah. So espresso, this is incredibly powerful. This is like 4 or 5 cups of coffee in this one little tiny thing. But even so, it's still better than what was in that canned thing. Even if it tastes like vegetable soup. Does that make, yeah, you know, you get the light roast. I like it that way. You mix it with something that tastes pretty good. It has all the flavor of the coffee. Anyway, yeah, that was a fun little adventure to go on. Tomorrow, I'm going to have to go out in the morning and do some more to get some other shots that I wanted to get around the city before, you know, it's too late. I want to get this done as quick as I can. I don't want it to take too long, but anyway, in the afternoon it's going to rain, so I can't really wait around. So in the morning, I'm going to have to go and get the shot that I want to get, whether I like it or not. And yeah, should be another fun little adventure. Maybe I'll bring you guys along. Anyway, you'll have to tell me, what do you think? I mean, was it worth it? The glass thing on the front, the sunglasses for the camera, the ND filter. It's probably not that great because, you know, I don't have the best ND filter. But, well, it helped, I'm sure. It helped to be able to get all of the you know, getting it exposed properly. Anyway, I'll end it there. I better get done with this. I'll see you guys tomorrow.